lot of people get confused with being a dictator and a leader mixed up.
Okay.
Leader leads and explains why they're doing this way. A
Mhm.
dictator just tells you and you go about your way.
Hey, y'all, and welcome to Let's Talk Sis. I'm Shekinah, your host, and as we spend time together, I can promise you three things. I'll be honest, I'll make you laugh, and I won't hold back. Let's Talk Sis is your essential girl talk destination where you'll hear about life from the perspective of a black woman in America, as our stories often go untold. I can assure you, while honest, we are a community for growth and love. Remember to like, subscribe, and share the podcast. Now sit back, relax, and let's talk, sis. All right. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. Welcome back to another week of Let's Talk Sis. I'm so glad y'all joined us again this week. Anytime I get to talk to the family, it's always a good time for me. And as y'all know, every single week I'm bringing beautiful black women to the stage so we can get to know them better, learn from them, and hear some of their success stories. So I have a longtime friend of mine, Mrs. Kiara Bastain. Hey girl, how you
Hey
doing?
girl, I'm doing good. How are you?
I am good. I'm good. I'm glad to see you. I love to see you in mommy mode and wife
Thank
mode and business owner mode, all the things. So
you.
inspirational. How's it been going your new wife, your new mom? How's that life for you?
Ooh, it is a lot. So me and my husband will be 4 years in July.
Yeah.
So we're dealing with our baby's first birthday in June. So it's a lot. It's a lot of
Yeah.
balancing, business owner still. So it's a lot of balancing, but it's getting done.
Were you one of those couples that felt like you were prepared for motherhood or did it just kind of
Yeah, so we
happen?
want sorry.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
so we absolutely wanted my son. We prayed for him,
Yeah.
we begged for him. So we were definitely preparing ourselves for it. I never think anyone is ready, but
Mhm.
we for the most part was prepared to, tackle whatever was amongst us.
What were some of those things that you did to prepare? Like what was it like? Yeah, tell me more about that process. What's
Well,
that
we just
like?
wanted to make sure he had a house. I don't know
Okay.
why me and my husband, that was our biggest goal, making sure he had a backyard and a house and his
Yeah,
own room. And we were big on that. So
of
that was the
course.
biggest goal. We bought our house. I was about 6 months pregnant and we closed. So
Nice.
that was our biggest accomplishment to make sure he had a stable home. And
Hmm.
we had a nice apartment condo, but we wanted a home for my
Yeah,
son,
for
our
sure.
son.
Yes, of course. Awesome. I love that. I've been talking to her and I haven't even told y'all who we're talking to. So let's get into our first segment. It's time for Show Off Sis. This is where I get the opportunity to tell the audience just the kind of caliber of women that we are talking to today. So Mrs. Kiara Bastion is a licensed cosmetologist and salon owner. A licensed cosmetologist, salon owner, and an entrepreneur from Detroit, Michigan, with over 10 years of experience in the beauty industry. Owner of the Key Lounge Beauty Studio, located in Kalamazoo, Michigan, Key Vending Essentials, located in Western Michigan University Student Center, and Interlincoln, Michigan. Did I say that right?
Talking.
Center for the Arts. Owner of Key Bundles, high quality extensions. Kiera holds a bachelor's degree in biomedical science that she obtained from West University. So welcome to the show, my girl. Yes. So we kind of already started getting into the conversation, but if y'all are OG listeners, we've gotten into Key's story before, so I don't want to ask the same questions. I just wanted to level up as she continues to do. So when she and I first met, you were doing hair out of your dorm, booked and busy then, and still booked and busy now, and expanding. You know, you have like I mentioned in your bio, you have the vending machines in multiple different locations. You have your hair extension line. I'm sure you have some other extensions on your business that you're probably coming out with soon. So, how do you continue to evolve and stay relevant? What are you tapped into? What are you leaning in so that you can continue to grow and elevate your business?
I look at a need. I try to find a need, like what I did with the vending machines, or just good hair on hand. A lot of people want good hair for their sew-ins, their quick weaves, but it's so broad. Why would I know, or how would I know what to get into? So I think if it's coming from your hairstylist, you would want to, you trust it, you recommend it. Your hair is going to turn out this way because of it. So same with the vending machines. The vending machines are located in areas where Black hair care isn't readily available. So I made a see the need and I executed it for others that will see a need that or it will help them. So I try to find something that we can all use and benefit us, for us, by us,
Mm-hmm.
um, to make it, worth it for a business venture.
Mm-hmm. Do you find it, do you think it's more or less challenging trying to stay in that niche of for us by us?
Both. I think it's challenging because again, it's a broad industry. Everyone
Mm-hmm.
does hair, everyone sells hair. But I think it's a need and I think it's also an essential part to still continue to do it because it's a billion people who make bread
Right.
company. However, people still buy their favorite bread. So they're
Mm-hmm.
still going to market with you, they're going to buy with you. But it's a disadvantage because it's so broad, but it's an advantage because again, your brand is yours.
Period. So, how do you make your brand stand out from other people? If
By it
everybody
being
buying bread.
I think the
Okay.
quality of everything I put out. The vending machines is nothing but very good quality hair care essentials, and then I listen to the customers. So if they telling me that they using something or they want more access to something, I'll make sure it's in there. Or if my clients are saying, "Hey, my bundles are more oily this time, or more."
Mhm.
Um, they're more silkier this time. I wanted a coarser texture. You listen to your customers to be able to accommodate them at all times.
Yeah, so I'm glad you said that because a lot of business owners in general are very sensitive about, their business and their product or their service, which was understandable, right? It's something that you're putting your heart into. But like you're saying at the end of the day, feedback is so important and hearing and listening and then responding to, what people are saying in the market is such a I think that's a big different differentiator for you as well, like in your brand, because people ain't doing that, especially stylists. Like, how do you feel about the whole come blow dried and washed and blow dried debate? And people they are not hearing it. Where do you stand on that side of the
I am a
argument?
completely, this is not acceptable. All of my
Yeah,
salon, we all unanimously agree about it. We're all licensed, and I feel like the half of the part of the service is tackling your hair. Why
correct.
would I make you responsible to come half done, with products you don't know, using a brush that's might be ripping your hair out? Or even not even properly detangling properly. I need your hair to be clean. I need your follicles clean. I'm going to use my flat irons on you. I need your strands to not be oily on my products that cost 100 plus. I
Right.
need to wash and shampoo you. I need to see what's causing your breakage that you're doing alone at home. If you're going to do half the service for me, how can I tell you why your hair is not growing, why
Right.
it's breaking? Because half the service is done by the time you get to me. Unacceptable.
Absolutely. And I think you're kind of identifying a really key difference, no pun intended, in different stylists, because I think what I'm hearing, part of your service is truly educating and examining like the health of somebody's hair as opposed to simply delivering a service, right? And I think when people are booking these appointments and they're going to the salons, you got to be conscious of that. Like, are you just going to somebody who's just going to put some braids in your hair? Or are you going to somebody that's going to, like you said, dissect what's going on and know what they're talking about, right? And be able to offer you, some sort of feedback or whatever from that. Have you had clients that are like difficult and give you pushback on your suggestions and what you feel like they know better their hair than you?
Over my career, absolutely. I've had
Mm-hmm.
clients tell me I've been getting sew-ins my entire life. I've never heard that because I'll deny service. I'll deny service for a sew-in, for a quick weave, for tape-ins. I'll deny you if I feel like your hair isn't ready or if I feel like it's breaking or if this style is going to cause it more damage. This
Right.
style is going to cause it more damage than getting it.
Mm-hmm.
So what my absolute goal is to show the client what it is and explain to them how, it can be different, how we can prepare it. But yeah, I've had pushback where clients are like, absolutely, I want to do this style. It's my birthday, girl. I
Right.
want to do this style. And I want to make sure if I leave out, if it break off, we'll deal with it when I get back from the trip. I'm a girl's girl. I'm like, hey, this is what you want to do. Let's do it. But I need you to get more serious about your hair care. But
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm. And so over the years, like you have over 10 years hair experience, excuse me, in the beauty industry, styling clients, examining health and all of that. Can you identify some of the like industry changes that you've noticed for the better, just in terms of hair care with Black women and our different hair textures and types, and maybe even a few key things that everybody needs to know, when dealing with natural hair?
Yeah, absolutely. I I love I love the fact that the world has completely changed
Hmm.
for um loving our hair.
Hmm.
Hold on a second.
Hmm.
Shh. I love how the world has changed for us loving our hair.
Hmm.
We are 4C crazed, we're curly hair friendly, we're relaxer free. We love our hair. We love the hair that grows out of our strands. Yes, we might want to add tapings, we might want to add a little
Absolutely.
clip for a little more curls, but we love our hair. So I
Right.
love that the industry has changed and curly products, the curly aisle, the hair
Yeah.
stores completely changed into our land, our
Hmm.
hair care routine, how we would see it, how we would, use it. So I love
Sure.
that so much, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. And I also remember being a college student, everybody was covering up their hair. We was using
Hmm.
closures and frontals and wigs. We
Hmm.
still are. But
Hmm.
it's not a need anymore. For us
Hmm.
to feel professional, we can walk in there with an afro and feel just confident,
Correct.
twist out. So I love to see that the change has evolved, and I love that I'm a stylist that does all
All
of the
types.
evolving.
Hmm.
Yep. So it doesn't matter your hair type, it doesn't matter what hairstyle. We're gonna get you that look without you feeling like you have to do this because it's more professional.
Hmm. Hmm. So, what are a few things natural girls should, and because there's so many different types of hair texture, I understand, but maybe just some things for people to like kind of be aware of or start to ask questions or investigate when doing their own routines or even when going to professionals like yourself.
Mm. Repeat that one more time.
So, just a couple of tips or areas or things for people to really pay attention to when doing a natural hair care routine.
Okay, so you want to make sure what if this product is working for your hair. You may have low porosity, you may have high porosity. So you want to make sure that this particular product is for you. Now you can read the back, you can do your research, but overall trying the product is a gamble, right? It's a
Right.
50-50 chance that it's going to work. Some of the product you might need more of than less of than you would another product. So it all depends on what you're looking for, what you're trying to achieve. Is this product for your curls? Is this product so you can stay straight? Is this product to tame your frizz? You have to read. I think a lot of product knowledge is not really known. I think
Hmm.
people are just testing it because their favorite influencer is
Yeah.
selling it or advertising it.
Okay, look, I'm gonna ask for me then since I got you on the line. I
Yes,
got a cosmetologist right here in front of me.
yes,
Okay, I
ma'am.
want to do a twist out. What do I need on my hair texture? You know my hair texture. You could probably tell me what kind of curls I have. I don't
Yes.
know. So help the girls, help me, help us each other.
Yes. So
Or
Shakira,
wash and go.
that's a great
Sorry.
question.
That's what I
My
meant.
favorite, oh, you're fine. My favorite is Pattern right now from
Okay.
Tracy Ellis Ross. You can get it from Ulta. You're
Okay.
gonna use that, the shampoo and conditioner and the leave-in conditioner. It's gonna give you already a nice curl pattern, right? And you can use this on your weaves too if your weaves are similar to your texture. But what's gonna take your twist off to the next level is the Auntie Jackie's No Shrink Curl Gel, right?
Okay.
When you're doing your twist outs, you're
Leave-in.
gonna put a little bit of that. This is after your shampoo wash, and I mean your wash, your leave-in, your conditioning and leave-in conditioner. You're
Okay.
going to put that on, and then your curl gel. You're gonna twist it up little by little when you do your twist or whatever, however twist out you want to do. You're gonna
Mm-hmm.
let it sit, and you're gonna let it dry. If you have some out, go ahead and diffuse it and
Okay.
magic. It's gonna
Okay.
be
Auntie Jackie's in pattern. Say less. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see
a
what's
10
going
out of
on.
10.
Okay, cool. Okay. So switching gears a little bit to putting on your business owner hat, your empire has expanded and it's continuing to expand. And you now have people who depend on you, right? Like not
I
only
do.
your child, but grown adults for, their life and the people that work in the salon with you and any other business partners that you might have. So what has it been like shifting into that role and putting that hat on? Did it come naturally to you? Because I imagine as a cosmetologist, it was, just you and your client. You didn't have to manage anybody else. But now you got all these other people, all these moving parts. So, how was that transition?
It is a big transition. Again, I have a lot going on already, so anything I'm adding to my plate is honestly hard.
Mm-hmm.
But my girls are so great. God has blessed me with the staff. God has blessed me with the staff that is just tremendous. Like everybody's about their money. They're all licensed, so they take their craft very serious.
Amen.
This is their only income, so their grind is like unmatched. We're booked and busy. My girls, if you go on their booking site right now, they're months out booked. We have a
Mm-hmm.
location that's walk in. We take walk-ins, and we don't even like. We literally don't have the capacity to even fit any more walk-ins. But we're still trying to connect to everyone, and get everything out there. But the girls are 10 out of 10. When I went on maternity leave, they
Mm-hmm.
ate down. They took
Yeah.
care of the salon. They anything I needed or needed a break from, they took care of it. I couldn't even tell you I feel like I'm running anything because I'm not. It runs
Yeah.
itself. The
Yeah.
girls do everything. We're all self-efficient. We're all a team player and a girl's girl. We love a girl's girl.
Yeah.
I just love my team. It's eight of us total, and we just rock it out every day,
I love
literally.
that. And I love that you're being very humble right now because it is your team, right? It is your team. I'm
Yeah.
not taking anything away from anything you just said, but it starts at the top, right? So, what are some things that you feel like you ensure or make sure that you do, or maybe that you just naturally, embody that creates an environment for that? Because that's not everywhere that you go. Salons and girl groups of any kind and any type, there's often the stereotype that we can't get along or we don't, but that's obviously not true, and you're proving that every single day. So, what is it that you as a leader bring to the table that sets a table for those types of people?
Honestly, your communication, how
Mm-hmm.
you talk to people, how you work with them. A lot of people get confused with being a dictator and a leader mixed up.
Okay.
A leader leads and explains why they're doing this way. A
Mm-hmm.
dictator just tells you and you go about your way. So I
Mm-hmm.
make sure that I am no one's dictator. They have opinions at my salon. They're able to tell me what we can do to improve. We have one-on-ones monthly.
Okay.
In that one-on-one, I'm like, hey girl,
Mm-hmm.
what's going on, how you feel, what can you improve, what any new skills you want to learn, any
Right.
team building we should add.
Mm-hmm.
We are 10 out of 10, always communicating,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like, if you're feeling some type of way, I don't know, it is my job to know. It is my job to get to the bottom of it. Even if you have a problem with another stylist, I want to know a problem with a customer, a problem with getting that technique that down that you really needed to get down. I am your girl.
Mm-hmm.
So being a good leader will set the tone for your salon. Getting a bad, now don't get me wrong, we had some bad eggs. Getting a couple bad eggs out is always going to happen, but you want to make sure the eggs that are good are protected, and you want to make sure that they're comfortable and that they're happy where they at. Because no one, again, we work for ourselves.
Right.
No one wants to be in an environment they're not happy in every day. When you work for yourself, sometimes you just have to. But if you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to and you can pick, I'm honored they chose my salon. There's a
Right.
bunch of salons they could have went to, but they chose me. So it says a lot about me if they want to continue to stay with me. We're going on year 4 in
Mm.
May. And
Wow.
honestly, we've been fully staffed the
Wow.
entire time.
That's a
So
blessing. That's
it
such a
says a
blessing.
lot.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So what are some of the more challenging parts that you feel about managing people? You mentioned, you have a couple not so great stylists that come in, but what other challenges are you facing, running your business?
So financially, when you're running your own business, you are your own boss, you are your own employee. Okay. Honey, you just want to see, say hi. Hey.
Hi, cutie. Hey,
Now you don't want to say hi.
superstar.
Okay.
Hey.
Maybe listen over here and be a big girl.
You know he got to be involved.
Ugh. Think I'm about to take him in there with John because John's asleep. I'm trying to give him a break. Okay. So, the biggest thing would be, by you being your own boss, expenses do happen. They do come
Mm.
up. Unfortunately, you're going to have to pay for this. You're going to have to pay for that, and it's a constant. It's constant.
Yeah.
It is
Hmm.
a
Yeah.
constant expense. It
Cash
never
flow.
goes away. So it's just something you have to be prepared for. Emergencies. You have to be prepared for emergencies at
Yeah.
all times. The bills are going to get higher. The
Hmm.
economy is going to more increase more. The interest rates are going up. Everything is high now. Shampoo is $50 now.
Yeah.
Everything is high. So you just have to be prepared, for the downfall of the business. The working for yourself sounds good. The no PTO, no maternity leave does not. So
Yeah.
you gotta make sure you're prepared to for the downward spiral when
I
it comes
know.
to up and down finances and income.
Absolutely. 1000%. You've mentioned, your faith a little bit in some of our conversation, but tell me a little bit more because you know I feel a very strong component to being a successful entrepreneur is having faith, you know, and is knowing that there are some things that you just not gonna be able to figure out. You really just gonna have to give it up to God. You really just gonna have to trust that He is good and He has something for you. So talk to me a little bit about your faith and your entrepreneurial journey. And I don't know, maybe some of the increases, decreases, ebbs and flows. Like what does that look like for someone with a 10-year career, as you mentioned, working for yourself, being responsible for all the expenses, managing employees, like all of that.
Yeah. So, honestly, my faith is huge. I go to Galilee Baptist Church. I go to that altar and I drop down to my knees with no shame.
Mm-hmm.
I simply put it all into literally my all into God and my faith in my religion. I remember 2020, I decided I wanted to open up the salon. It was worst time ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I prayed to God and God said, move. I
Mm-hmm.
went to Target. My salon is 2 doors down from Target. And I said, this one, God? And he said, yeah. So I can't afford to be 2 doors down from Target. I talked to my husband. He said, yeah, ooh, that's probably gonna be high, baby. I don't know. It's COVID. Maybe it's flu. God said, move. I said, no, it's COVID. I can't, you know.
Yeah.
Ugh. I called and that was in my price range. It was achievable. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
what do you mean it's achievable? Did the paperwork, everything worked out. So I'm like, wow. And here we are 4 years later. If I never took that leap of faith,
Rocking and rolling.
I would have never been
Mm-hmm.
here at all. I would have just
Yeah.
probably still been at another salon working under someone else. But God saw
Mm-hmm.
fit for me to move at that time. In the scariest time of the world, we're shut down. The salons shut down for,
Mm-hmm.
I believe, over 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have any
Couldn't
income.
be in
We were
contact with people.
out.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said you couldn't be in contact with people.
Couldn't be in contact with people, and she shut the salons down. It was illegal to even have
Mm-hmm.
people
Yeah.
around larger groups than I think four.
Correct.
So unless they were in your household. So I couldn't believe that I was making a big move like that by myself. And I God told me to move and I moved and that's what I did.
What does God's voice sound like to you?
To me,
Yeah.
it's I don't know, it's so direct. I can't even explain it to you. It's almost as clear as feeling the wind on your cheek.
Mm-hmm.
That's how clear it is for me. Like you like, oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't think that I didn't know I could do it, but I know you know I could do it.
Yeah.
Just as simple as that. I just feel so that tingly sensation, that good vivid, that good can't even explain that vivid feeling you feel when you know you're in a good mood, but you like scared to move. You're
Mm.
like, okay, this is it. This is a good thing, but I'm nervous. I
Mm-hmm.
can't do it. I shouldn't do it, but you're telling me I should do it. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
voice is clear to me. It's not a tone. It's not a tone. It's not a deep voice or a loud voice. It's a feeling for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I almost describe it as like this intangible, like knowing. All of a sudden, you just know
Oh,
this is what I'm supposed to do.
yeah.
I
I'm
don't know.
tearing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's because you would think it's gonna be loud and forceful or strong or whatever, but it is strong and it is forceful. It's just not like loud or aggressive or anything. It's very kind and subtle, but like it's this wave of okay, yep, that's what I'm supposed to do, and then it's like okay, then, am I for real? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah, that's what you're supposed to be doing.
My mom always say when it's easy, you know it was God. When it's hard, you
Yeah,
know it was God. So that's a
it's
good when it's just smooth, you be like, God, how you do this?
yeah.
Like,
Jay was just on the
yes, I
podcast,
saw.
and she said the
Yep.
same
It's
exact
just
thing. She said
yep.
the same exact thing. Yeah. So, even more confirmation. Come on, we better have the
Yes.
testimonies week after week.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Uh, so tell me what you got going on. What's next for the Key Lounge, Key Hair, Key Studios Empire? What is next? What should we be supporting and looking out for?
So it's a bunch of stuff in the notebook that should be next. But right now, we are going to focus on getting extensions on hand in the salon. at all times, not just available sometimes. We're gonna try to get it fully stocked with the key bundle extension line because
Okay.
there is summer is coming up and the girls need their curly hair.
Yes.
And we are leaving that leave out alone this summer. So
Mhm.
it'll be fully stocked in our salon, in our cabinets.
Okay. Okay. And that's beautiful. So, listen, if y'all are in the Kalamazoo area, you need a new stylist, even if you kind of like your stylist a little bit, but you like, no, there's much more to be done with my hair. You looking for the signature key curls. You want somebody who's going to nurture your hair, take care of your hair, tell
Yes.
you what to do to make it better, improve it, put you on a hair care regimen.
Yes.
Even back then, Key had me on a regimen. She told me
Yes.
every 2 weeks, this is what we doing, this is what you need to do, blah blah blah. I've strayed, and that's my fault. It's my problem. But still, we remain. So, thank you so much, Key. Tell people where can they find you if they want to support, see your work, see
Yes.
what you got going on.
Yes, we are located at 5320 West Main Street in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Come see us. We take walk-ins depending on if we're booked and busy. We have a salon page. It's the Key Lounge Hair Studio. On Instagram, it's one word, no spaces. Come see all of us. I recommend them all. We all use the same products. Yeah, we are here to help encourage and learn your
I'm
hair.
ready for your product line to come out. Now that way I
Ooh,
can support you. Okay.
got it.
Hello.
I love
You telling me
that.
to go see Pattern and Auntie Jackie. I'm trying to see
Yes.
Key. Like, come on
The
now.
key to good hairs might be coming
Yes.
out
A
soon.
little oil or something. Get a girl something.
Yes. It's in the notebooks, I promise you.
Yes, I can't wait. Well, thank you so much for your time. I know you're a busy mom, so I appreciate you
Thank
spending some
you.
time here with us. And if
Thank you
y'all
so
enjoyed this
much.
episode, please be sure to share, like, and subscribe. And we'll be back next week. See ya later. Bye.
Thanks for having me again. Bye.
Bye.